Hey everyone. Um, this is gonna be a tough one. Okay, normal. I'm gonna be honest with you. I said it before. I'm not a YouTube documentary guy. I'm just not. And I don't usually cover things like this, but it's something that's been on my mind, and it's something I do need to at least talk about. Um, for the past few hours, I've been looking into those posts that I mentioned back in part 4 of the SMLWiki.com playthrough that I've been going through, and turns out it's worse than I could have thought, at least to me. Um, there was this YouTuber that actually made a little bit of a video talking about the website itself. Uh, Here's the guy right here. There you go. His name is Pappo, and he happens to have a lot of subscribers, like 89,000. And I've seen, and I figured out about why the video he had taken down was about. Apparently, the video was named "The Tragedy of SML Wiki," which is a very good title. And he went through a lot of it, and even at the end, he put like a bit of a conversation between him and the creator. But apparently, it was supposed to be a private conversation, and it was never meant to be put public. But yet, he put it publicly anyway. When I looked through the post, I realized that yes, he didn't put an epilepsy warning in the video, only in the description, which to me just sounds like a very big load of hoopla and everything. I mean, how are people supposed to see that? Um, I'll show you the clip of what I just read through on the posts, like I said before. Um, this was a few hours ago, and at the time I didn't know it was Pappo, so that's why I was questioning who that was. Well, alright, I suppose it should be time to check this out. Well, I wonder what's going on in those community tabs. There was a couple of them, I think. Wait, yeah, that's that one. Uh, let's see. Oh, that's end of there. Okay, this is the first serious one. Please read. I realize not everyone is versed in Google to Megalese, so I would like to clarify that the only channel strike-worthy complaint is the one elaborated on in the Where Are We Today section, not all three of the complaints. Yesterday, I filed claims against a video about our project for using a private conversation I had with the author without my permission v. consent, complete lack of an epilepsy warning, and mocking epileptics, including someone who suffered a seizure because of his video, and for using footage of the website. That video has existed for a while, so why take action now? Well, 1. I actually already had made the general harmful conduct claim for the epileptic abuse, and we each refile that every now and then, although disturbingly, nothing ever seems to be done about that. 2. I would personally ask that it be taken down, but I've been blocked by the guy everywhere because he decided to slander me one day to support to the support of absolutely nobody. Wow, smooth move. Smooth move indeed. Sarcasm. It's a really funny thread that I would normally share, but I don't want to name drop him. I'm frankly done trying to cooperate with this guy, and it's been radio silence for months, so we're doing every single thing we have the obligation and right to do to take care of it. This is some pure evil shit here. I mean, obviously not pure evil, but just careless. Some further notes, he still, to this day, wallows in the existence of that video, but can't bring himself to delete it because he's profiting off of the private conversation and for his commentating on our project. He seems to think he played an important role in the project because of it. Those who know who and what video I'm speaking about already understand that the only support he has left is from his inner circle and the edgy child crowd per his behavior. He is openly and proudly psychopathic, especially towards his young audience. Mocking the seizure victim is somehow not even the worst he's behaved in that comment section. Not the worst thing? I mean, what could be so worse about that? It's not cool. And I guarantee the reason why he flipped his opinion of me, even though his video is so effing brazenly sucks the D of SML Wiki to no end, was because I gave him flack for not having a heart. Well, that's fair. The most important claim I filed was a copyright complaint for the footage of the website. Here are some things you all need to know. 1. Yes, we can do that. No, I don't own any of the public domain assets or anything modified under the standard YouTube license, but I do own the code and the soundtrack. It's not just my sole effort. It's also my friends, done especially for the website, and they don't deserve this guy being a nuisance to their hard work either. This also partially encompasses the privacy complaint. Keep reading. 2. We will start filing claims like this against other people. No, never. It's fickle anyway. We decided to utilize what little basis we do to have to stand on to file a claim like this just this once, because this particular video is truly that bad. It's a net negative in every way, except for the guy raking in money off of our effort and having his ego inflated. Well, that's definitely true right there. Anyway, the harm caused by his careless and reckless approach to photosensitivity is a different report/complaint to make. His behavior and damage to the perception of our project is really just something to argue about, but ultimately a not insignificant portion of the material is completely owned by me or made by my friends for the website. That too encompasses the private conversation he tricked me into doing an on-screen interview for his video via. So this guy just tricked you into showing a conversation with that and then made it public even though it was supposed to be private? That's messed up. Seriously. Jesus. 3. Filing a claim on YouTube is extremely different than taking somebody to court. YouTube presents you with criteria when filing a claim that have no legal basis but help you and them determine whether the content should be removed from their platform for potential litigious pursuit, not to set in motion facing legal repercussion. The only time the threat of being taken to court will occur to anyone in this specific situation will be if the guy refused to take it down and said we filed a completely baseless and fraudulent claim. Well, I guess that is true. I mean, I'm no lawyer, but someone who has common sense like me definitely can see this as a big no-no. Big time. Because this is not okay here, especially from that guy. I wonder who that guy is. So, I'm not gonna outright say that's what happened, but the email I got from YouTube this morning sounds like that's exactly what happened. We are going to pursue the claim on platform because of the obvious existing basis for it, but holy F, how whacked out do you have to be to go this route instead of just doing the obvious thing and taking it down yourself already? Is the revenue YouTube pays you for our hard work really that good? Because of the way this was disputed, our channel is in jeopardy of being deleted, which would also mean that cursed video gets to stay and outlive us, no matter where you stand. Hopefully you don't think that's proper justice. Yeah, that's definitely bad. I mean, it's your work, and that guy's just using your work for his video? That's not cool at all. So this guy was just using Martoon and Nezuwai's content and smlwiki.com to try and profit off that, and even go as far as to even not put an epilepsy warning? And past that, to even just use a private conversation in the video, and even mocking an epileptic? Seriously? Alright, so this was the second one. And I guess this one here is the third one that's also serious, but I'm gonna take a look at this one first. When I was homeless and struggling to afford hospital bills, this same guy came around and claimed I refused $7,000 from him, or that I pushed him away, and so I didn't deserve it anymore. It was a really, really weird lie. Yeah, that is a weird lie. I mean, I was never there and I wouldn't know, but let's say if I had a similar situation like that, I would definitely be weirded out like that. Not only had I never said a single bad word about the guy publicly, ATT, yesterday was the first time I've ever talked about any of this, but the conversations we did have were so brief and he's never offered me an ounce of money. Normally I wouldn't complain about him not sharing uh, revenue from the video if he didn't fabricate a story where he'd offer me enough to fix all my problems. It already rubbed me in the wrong way that he got a sponsor and monetized the video talking about the project, especially before it was any popular. Even back then, I probably would have been justified to ask for a cut, but I never made a peep about it. Just ask him to link the Ko-Fi somewhere, which he had since removed. I'm sure he spun that story about being my savior and offering me 7K to try and save his sinking public image, and somehow he does still have a really large following. I'm unconvinced we'll win the dispute because my life is just an infinite swirl of unfortunate outcomes. I don't know what I'll do from here. So this guy just lied about giving him money and just try to make Martoons look out to be a villain and a ungrateful guy? That's just a bunch of nonsense. That's ridiculous. Third post here. Holy S. Humans reviewed the claim and sided with me. I feel so blessed. I'm going to celebrate. My last posts were in preparation of the claim bouncing back because of the AI's assessment of the situation and bringing our channel down. Let's effing celebrate. Okay, so this is a good ending here. Good. So yeah, that was quite a little bit messed up right there, and it seems like that has already passed, which is good. I'm glad it is. And I'm glad that the website and the channel was able to stay up despite what has happened. And it was not really cool that Pappo was actually just getting a lot of money off of the video, despite that it was their work and all he did was just talk through it, and he just made some kind of joke about seizures and all that. I'll get into that in just a bit. I wanted to figure out more about that video, so I just found a Reddit post that was talking about it, which did include screenshots about past events. So I'll show you that clip as well. I'm gonna show you the video about me looking through the Reddit post right now. Here you go. So it looks like I found out who exactly was the guy that was doing that to Martoons and all that. I found this little Reddit post here. Let's take a look. I don't have much to say about this. Yeah, I'm sure you don't. I know it's extremely rude to say this, and some may say he doesn't deserve this, but I genuinely hate this effing guy. If you're talking about Pappo, I do agree to an extent. It's mad disrespectful to dog on a man he barely knows online for a reason that even Nezwai doesn't know. Pappo apparently didn't even say anything privately before posting that, which is especially effed up. Oh, just look at that. This is Martoons, right? Right? Like, I imagine that it was originally called Mario Cartoons. And it says here that he definitely just started hearing about him. And he blocked him? Damn, it must be serious. Well, just how far does it go down there? Like a rabbit? Like the rabbit hole, I mean. So yeah. And then I also learned that the video was re-uploaded by a different YouTuber. All I had to do is just type in the tragedy of SML, and it just showed me the video again, but this time by a different YouTuber. I'm not even gonna bother saying the name, mainly because that's not really most important. You can definitely go and find the video yourself by just looking through the through search bar. Just type in what I just said, the tragedy of SML wiki, and you'll be able to find the video. I think they might have also I think there was also a couple more channels that that re-uploaded it as well in case if that wasn't really good, or rather that it was automatically taken down. And I also looked through the comments of that re-upload. I'm gonna show you what I saw in the comment section of the re-uploaded video. Okay, not gonna lie, this was actually pretty good. Yeah, that definitely was a masterpiece, even though it was using content, I won't lie. Kinda weird seeing Nezwai give that message for aspiring creators when allegedly they took down this video from someone that loved their work for seemingly no reason. Pappo was a jerk to Nezwai and didn't put an epilepsy warning which caused a fan to have a seizure, which Pappo didn't care about. There's more that he did, but I can't remember. To be fair, I just found out, hence why I put allegedly. Though I will admit, only putting the epilepsy warning in the description was definitely not enough. The combo between them, though, I'm still unsure as I haven't seen the full screen cap of their chat, so I don't exactly know who's in the wrong. This one's from Martoons. I thought he was just gonna throw that in somewhere or read it out loud. I never been approached by a content creator to have a private convo and result in all my messages being shared with everybody without asking. You'd be pissed too, I promise you. Looks like most of these comments here are definitely on Martoons. So apparently a lot of people are starting to see that it was Pappo that's in the wrong, and this is not okay, which I definitely agree, it's not okay. I know a lot of you are probably saying like, you're just talking about from one side. Why are you just trying to defend something if you don't even know what's going on the other side? Hey, hold on. I was actually curious to see if what Pappo is going to say, because maybe, just maybe, it's probably just a little bit of a misunderstanding and all that. Maybe he was well-meaning and all that. So, I did my due diligence in going into his post to see his side of the story, and my God, I just can't seem to believe. I just can't come to believe him. Really, I'm gonna show you what I saw, and you'll see my reaction to that. Okay, so let's take a look and see if he has anything to say about all of this. Oh, this is the post. Yep, this is gonna be crazy. Alright, so let me just things being said about SML Wiki situation is not true. Just leaving a response here so people stop asking me about SML Wiki. I want nothing to do with the people involved. Flashing lights warning is visible from the description. You don't have to open it to see it. You don't have to open it to see it? Brother, just because you put it in the description does not mean people see it. And of course you have to open the description to see it. I mean, how are people supposed to see that in the description if they don't open the description? Unless if you're talking about like on the phone, then that's definitely not really clear. If you're talking about a laptop, then that maybe they could see it on the laptop, but on the phone, definitely not. I mean, how are you supposed to see that? And people can't certainly see it on the TV, and I should know because I have seen YouTube on TV. I'm sure everyone has, and I think you know that too. Person suffering from a seizure was a YouTube comment that read like a joke. Nothing about it seemed to be real. What do you mean it didn't seem to be real? Why would anyone joke about having a seizure? I can't imagine anybody joking about having a seizure. That's not that's not a joke at all. 7K mentioned was the revenue from the video I wanted to give Nezuai. They were a D-head, so I decided not to. Never agreed to give it to him, but I wanted to originally. Should have given something, but didn't sew egg on my face. Just a quick side note, I honestly couldn't really understand what he was saying at that in that sense for just a moment. Just to, just because of how he just wrote that sentence, that like it didn't really click together for me. But I'm guessing he's saying like he was being ungrateful. But what do you mean being ungrateful? Did you actually give him that money? Cuz I don't think you might have. I asked Nezuai if I could ask them a few questions that I was working on a video. They agreed to answer said questions. Calling it a private conversation is not true when I never said it was one, nor did they ask for anything said to not be shared. Anybody saying I blocked Nezuai is just not true, haha. Adding that haha there does not really make it genuine. That's about it. Last statement, you don't like me, you don't like me, LEL. Again, not genuine at all. That doesn't make it genuine there. LEL? Are you supposed to put LOL? Because if so, then that's just gonna make it even worse. I bet you just put that misspelling there just so you could just confuse them and not make them mad, which I think you might have anyway. I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure a lot of one can be confused. I feel completely out of the loop, but I'm sorry you're dealing with this. Well, he did start the whole thing, obviously. This entire post is incoherent? Oh, definitely incoherent. So wait, why are people saying that you took a private convo, let alone didn't give an epilepsy warning? I know for a fact that you did, so why are people making these claims? If you're talking about the epilepsy warning in the description, again, that is not enough. You have to actually put that in the video because people that see it on TV or on the phone are not going to immediately see it in the description. And I should know, I actually put the epilepsy warning on the title right there. I'm going to be honest, you should have put a seizure warning directly in the video. Exactly. Putting one in the description isn't enough because some people aren't going to take the time to look there, especially on mobile. My point exactly. I believe this was an honest mistake, but people could have been hurt by this. Even the wiki itself added a warning about the flashing lights. Next time when reviewing this kind of stuff, place a warning in the video so everyone will be able to see it. You could even put it in the video's title while you're at it. Better safe than sorry. That's exactly what I just said. I didn't even look at this comment when I said this stuff. Your great minds think alike right there. Ain't no way another amazing project got destroyed by creator being a jerk. What? The re-uploaded version is still up, but unfortunately it has a permanent outdated comment from before Pappo responded from the creator that provided full support to the victim. Not that big of an unfortunately, to be honest. So basically, there's still people that say that Martoons is being a jerk. What? That's crazy, man. Wow. So as I mentioned right there, he didn't seem genuine with with his post. I mean, he's just saying that he only put the epileptic warning in the description and people are expected to find it. Like I said right there, that's not enough. The best thing you can do is put the warning in the video, or better yet, in the title, which is something that I've done just to make sure that people that watch my videos on smlwiki.com don't end up with seizures. I can't imagine what would happen if they ended up getting a seizure because of my video. That's not something I would want. And then, and on top of that, he even went as far as to make fun of an epileptic, and then even said that the comment was sounded like a joke. Is it just me, or does that sound like a load of horse crap to me? Because why would anyone make a joke about having a seizure. That's not something that you would make a joke about at all. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking, but I don't think that's really the case here. I mean, come on. You can't say that having a seizure is a joke and all that. If I'm saying it right from what I just saw there, it just doesn't really sit well with me at all. And on top of that, he even just lied about giving that much money, which I'm pretty sure that maybe he might have, and maybe Martunes was being a jerk, but from the looks of it, he definitely doesn't seem genuine about giving that money. It was just completely messed up in general. I just can't understand why anyone, especially him, would try and do something like that. I mean, you see, I actually watched the full re-upload of that tragedy video, and to be honest with you, I have to admit, it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it really is good. I mean, he explained the story very well. I mean, it did spoil a few things for me, but it is what it is, I suppose. And then I went on his channel and I actually saw a video about Shipwreck 64, which I actually am very interested in. I saw a few playthroughs from Super Horror Bro and all that, so I took a look at that one, a few minutes of it, and it's actually very good storytelling. So yeah, I can tell that he's a very good storyteller from the in the horror genre and all that, and I do seem to think that he's very talented at that. I will give him credit for that. But overall, it just shows me how cruel people can be. In case if he ever sees this video, which I very much doubt he might, but in case if he does, I just gotta say, I got nothing to say. I have nothing to say about something about him. And I don't really care what his opinion would be of me if he thinks that I'm just crazy for saying that, because this is coming from someone who made fun of an epileptic. And based on what I've seen, it is definitely, it does seem true, so I'm not really going to bother debating on any of that. That's not worth my time at all. And no. Look, I am happy that everything has passed and that the website's still up. I am very glad that I found the website and I am glad for doing the playthrough. But I just wanna but I just want to get this off my chest. I really wanted to get this off my chest because that's been bothering me and it just doesn't sit right with me at all. And also, well, for what he's done, I'm pretty sure that does fit into the textbook definition of being a bully. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but that's just my opinion on it. Don't, like I said before, don't take my word on it. My opinion is just my opinion. Maybe your opinion on it is just might be a little bit lighter, maybe a little bit harder, but that's how I personally view that kind of behavior, being a bully. So yeah. I don't really cover that topics like this and drama like this, but I just really needed to let this out of my chest. So, yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next playthrough of smlwiki.com. See ya.